Imagine this. A man walks out of prison after 9 years, and instead of keeping his head down, he heads straight to the house of the woman whose family he destroyed. He doesn't ask for forgiveness. He doesn't stay quiet. He looks her in the eyes and says, "I'll be paying your daughter another visit." What happens next would shock an entire country. The man's name was Antonio Cosme, and his history was already one of horror. Back in 1998, in the quiet city of Alicante, Spain, he cornered a 13-year-old girl named Veronica at knife point and forced himself on her. For that crime, he was sent to prison. For 9 years, Veronica's mother, María del Carmen García, lived with the memory of her daughter's tears and the unbearable silence that comes after such trauma. 9 years of trying to heal, 9 years of hoping the world had locked away the monster forever. But on the very night Antonio was released, in June 2005, he showed he hadn't changed at all. He approached Maria near her home and mocked her, sneering that now he was free, he would visit Veronica again. For Maria, it was like time collapsed. In that moment, she was standing in two realities: the present, with Antonio smirking at her, and the past, where her daughter's screams echoed endlessly. That night, Maria's fear turned to something else, a raw, desperate fury. She went back into her house, her hands trembling as they reached for a container of gasoline. Every drop that splashed into her grip carried 9 years of pain. When Antonio mocked her again, Maria snapped. She doused him with gasoline, struck a match, and in a burst of fire, the predator became the prey. Antonio was burned alive right there on the street, his screams piercing the night sky. Police quickly arrested Maria, but her act didn't fade quietly into court records. The news spread like wildfire, not just in Alicante, but across Spain. Headlines called her La Madre Justiciera, the Mother of Justice. Some saw her as a criminal, others as a hero. Crowds filled the streets demanding her release, arguing that no prison sentence could compare to what she had endured for nearly a decade. Her trial became a national debate. Was Maria guilty of murder, or was she a mother pushed beyond human limits? Was this justice or vengeance? Even moral leaders, politicians, and psychologists weighed in. But one thing was clear: Maria's story had struck a nerve. It wasn't just about a single crime anymore. It became a symbol of how society fails victims and how far a parent will go when the system cannot protect their child. Years later, people still whisper about her case. To some, she's a symbol of love and courage. To others, a reminder that revenge comes at a heavy cost. But the haunting question remains: when justice fails, how far would you go to protect your family?